Alright guys, this one's gonna be different. I have it in me, I have to rant. I just have to rant about this because I just saw the Peter Pan and Wendy trailer. And of course it has to be Peter Pan and Wendy because it's 2023 and girls can do anything boys can too. Thank you Disney, we get it. But that trailer was awful. Oh my gosh, it was so awful that Disney has been blocking YouTubers from reacting to it like they normally would because they know people don't like this trailer. And it's not just unpopular here in America too. Apparently people in Japan hate this trailer too. Like those comments have been savage. Everyone hates this trailer, including me. Although there are a number of things we can talk about with this trailer, the number one thing that just really annoys me is the color grading. Like, why does it look like this? It looks so dark, so dingy. It looks like it might as well be a World War II film. I mean, this is supposed to be a fantasy movie for kids. Where's the color? Where's the vibrancy? Where's the magic? Why does it look so solemn and dark? Why does it look like this? Seriously. And then today, we just got the new poster for the live-action Little Mermaid movie. And again, it's got the same really dark, drab, very serious color palette. And if you go back to the teaser and the little bits of images that we've gotten from the promo so far, this movie also looks really drab. The colors look really washed out. It's very dark. They released an image of Melissa McCarthy as Ursula, and it's so dark, I have to brighten up the image just so you can see it properly on this screen. Why is Disney making their movies look this way? Why are they taking all the color and magic out of their films? I mean, at this point, I've made several videos on my channel talking about how I feel like Disney's movies have been declining lately in quality, and we've just gotten so many more examples of it just recently that I feel like I have to cover it all in this video. So that's what I'm doing here today, and just going over some of the recent promo images and videos we've gotten from The Little Mermaid and now Peter Pan and Wendy, just to go through with you guys just how bad it really is, because I don't think you guys get it. Like, I know a lot of you have been complaining, but let me really break it down for you. But before we get into the video, if you can give this video a like. Every like sends a message to Disney that maybe they should change their ways. So if you want to send a message to Disney, make sure you like the video. Also subscribe to the channel for more reaction videos, commentary videos like this. Please let me know in the comments what other kind of videos you want me to do. I need some suggestions. And now let's get on to the video. Up next. So the very first bit of marketing for The Little Mermaid was of course the teaser. And this is right away I knew something was wrong. The teaser starts off just showing you a bit of the ocean, but like already, why does the color look like this, you know? Why do the colors of the coral reefs and the fish and the ocean just in general look so dark and dreary and drab? If you think I'm just being like nitpicky over one image, that's how the ocean is always depicted in like every bit of promo we've seen. Like, look at this. Why do these turtles... I get that they're going for photorealism, like they're doing the whole Lion King thing where now you're just gonna get actual fish and actual turtles. But the thing is, they can't emote. There's no like charm to it because it's like just footage from under the water basically, but not even convincing footage because I don't even totally buy this is real. I just wish the ocean looked a lot brighter and more vibrant is my main complaint here. It just looks very dark. Like, is it always at night? Is that why the ocean is so dark? I know they're probably gonna say, oh, there's no lights at the bottom of the ocean, but it still has to be pleasant for the viewer to watch, you know? Like, just compare the shots of Ariel in her grove compared to the animated version, and you can see just the contrast is different. Like, you can see that there's like a lot more light, a lot more contrast, things look a lot better. And then you look at this and it's like so just sad looking. I don't get it. Am I being nitpicky? Is it me? And then you hear her sing. And to be fair, she does sound great. I have nothing against Halle Bailey herself, but I can't help but say the movie she's in doesn't look that great so far. And they didn't go with the bright red hair either. They went for a very naturalistic ginger look. It looks okay. It's just, you know, these movies are supposed to be fantasy. I don't know why Disney keeps trying to ground them in so much realism when the appeal of them is that they're heightened fantasy, that they're heightened realism. Why are we going for such washed out colors here? I don't get it. She looks beautiful though. Love the eye makeup. But again, like, it's very obvious that she's wearing eyeshadow and false eyelashes under the water. I know that's a nitpick thing. That's probably just a Hollywood thing, but it's very obvious that she's wearing makeup under the water. She also doesn't look wet. Like, do you buy that she's actually underwater right now? She looks super dry. Like, look at her face. Her face looked dry as if she's on land. I'm pretty sure they shot this dry for wet, which means that they shot this dry and then with CGI and post visual effects stuff, they're making it look like it's underwater. But the result is she looks super dry. Like, they couldn't even like spray some mist on her, so she has like a wet face. I don't know. It's just little details like this you can tell they didn't put into the movie because they didn't even like bother to, but it's details that really sell it like this. I mean, the teaser ends with her singing. Her voice sounds almost like Jodie Benson, like nothing against Halle Bailey, but the first teaser was not off to a good start. And then we got a second teaser that was only about 30 seconds, a few days after the Super Bowl for some reason, and they showed mostly the same footage with only a few new shots, but the new shots also had me worried. We have this new shot here where she's reaching up to the surface of the water. Again, it's very, very dark. You can't even say she's at the bottom of the ocean because she's very clearly near the surface and it's still very dark. And then you have this image with Ariel with all her sisters. And again, it's like also awkwardly framed. Like, where is my eye supposed to look at? When you frame a shot, it's supposed to be done in a way that your eye is immediately led somewhere that the director wants you to look at. In this shot, it's framed in a way that I'm just looking at this gaping hole here. And then, of course, the color palette is dreary, washed out, looks kind of drab. I just don't know why they went this direction with it. The original movie is so colorful and vibrant. It was the easiest thing in the world to just make the same sort of bright, vibrant, colored movie. But instead, they've really washed it out, and I think it looks really not that great. And the water CGI is also not that great either. And then they have this one where she's actually very cute. I think she's selling it as a princess, honestly. But again, does it look like she's underwater? It looks like she's just in front of a green screen. And again, she looks super, super dry. I like that the ocean is at least a brighter blue here. But later you're gonna see what Flounder and Sebastian look like, and you'll see the problem with her interacting with real looking fish. They look messed up. And then here we get Ariel and Prince Eric together. This is supposed to be the part of the movie where they really need to kiss, and it's supposed to be really romantic, and you know, there's the sha-la-la-la-la-la, my oh my, like that song playing in the background, you know what I'm talking about. And it's beautiful in the movie. The animation is amazing. And then you get here, it looks like this. Like, why? Why is it so dark? And it's not even just dark. There's no contrast between the foreground and the background. Like, the two characters are just blending in with the background because they're as dark as the background. And poor Haley is not lit correctly. She looks very dark compared to him. So now I'm worried if the director even knew how to light dark skin. And that concerns me. So we got a bunch of new shots in that teaser, but it didn't give me more confidence in this film. And then we come to the most cursed of images of all, the worst, I think, bit of marketing Disney might have ever put out, at least in recent memory, are what Sebastian and Flounder look like. Just look at Sebastian. Yep, that's Sebastian. He just looks like a crab now with weird anime eyes. That's the fun, lovable, you know, little crab we liked from the animated movie. Now he looks like this. Aren't you feeling nostalgic? What is this cursed image? Why did they make my boy look like this? Poor Sebastian. Oh, poor Sebastian. They didn't have to do him like that. But are you ready for Flounder? You know, the big chubby little fish that was Ariel's best friend. Are you ready to see him? Here he is. Oh, yeah. Not great. He just looks like a fish. He just looks like a fish. It's Lion King all over again, where they make the animals look so realistic they can't even emote, and it's kind of almost ridiculous to try to watch them on screen when you know you're just looking at CGI animals. That's where we're at here, because Flounder just looks like a fish, and Sebastian looks like a very cursed looking crab. And I don't understand how this is supposed to be enticing me to want to see this movie, but this is the promo we have for The Little Mermaid so far, and I'm very concerned. And then we had the poor Peter Pan and Wendy trailer, which was so universally hated on the internet that Disney blocked YouTubers from being able to fully react to this trailer without heavily editing the video. And for similar reasons is why I'm not even going to play this trailer on full screen. I'm just going to have it on short screen. So YouTube actually lets me upload this video because Disney knows how much people hate it. If you haven't seen this trailer, let me explain the problem. Firstly, we get this ugly, drab color palette yet again. You'll notice how everything just looks very gray, very muted. Don't know why. Disney keeps doing this with their fantasy children live action films. They keep going for like the most blah aesthetic possible, but here we are. You see already how much Wendy becomes the star of this trailer. So you can already tell that Disney is doing the whole propping up Wendy to be like the girl boss and that Peter's gonna be the one in the wrong the whole time because that's how they've been doing like all their movies. They've been on this real girl boss kick lately and they've turned Wendy into a girl boss already. And then this cringy scene.
Every last one of us. But you're not all boys. So?
Wendy goes up to the Lost Boys, you know, the traditionally all-male group from the original film, and she says that there's 2 girls in the mix, and she's like, but you're not all boys. And they're like, so?
Are you?
Lost Boys.
Every last one of us. But you're not all boys. So?
Like, who? First of all, the fact that they put this in their trailer, like, it's one of the very first things you see in the trailer, as you see, shows me that Disney knows that they're gonna anger people with these decisions, and they're using it as outrage bait so that we talk about it online. Which worked, because now I'm doing it. But no one cares for this. I don't like it. I'm a girl, and I'm like, why did you have to add this weird, awkward feminist moment in a moment that really didn't need it? That's when it just comes across as really forced and awkward and like you're just ticking off boxes and no one likes that. And you just see like Neverland just looks like dilapidated, it's falling apart. Like this was supposed to be a child's wonderland where they wanted to go to avoid growing up. I mean, why does London look like it's coming out of Sweeney Todd, you know? And then as you saw, they race swapped Tinkerbell. Of course, I want diversity in all films. I champion diversity. I don't want to just watch a film where everyone's the same race because that would be very boring. But I think it's the height of laziness that Disney keeps recasting old beloved characters and race swapping them instead of just giving us our own original characters to love. Because I feel like you're just setting us up. Like this woman, I'm not familiar with her, but she seems nice, I guess. Nothing against her, obviously. But I feel like Disney is purposely setting her up and other actors when they do this to them. I'm not talking about the reaction from people who might hate her because of her skin color. I'm talking about people who are like, that doesn't look like the character I've known since I was a child that I grew up with, and get upset about it because humans don't like change. You're putting this person at a disadvantage already by recasting her as someone that she doesn't look like. And you're not doing her any service by also depicting her in such a dull lighting scenario. Tinkerbell is supposed to glow and be glittery and she's a fairy. Why does she look so like she could be standing in a graveyard? You know what I mean? And there's no real glow. There's a sort of orangish, yellowish hue here, but that could just be the lighting. I don't know. But they're not even like really setting her up for success either. Like, okay, you've already changed how the character looked and now you're taking away like her magicalness and sparkle. Like, what is the point? If you're going to race swap these characters, these iconic characters, do it well so that you set them up for success. Except they do this and they make them look very blah like that. And they don't even light her well. Like her skin is she's not lit well. So how does this help anyone? And then you get this scene here where they jump off of Big Ben and they break Big Ben. They blow up Big Ben by trying to like jump off of it. And the movie does this weird like slow-mo thing you would see in like any generic action movie. And it's like, come on, you guys can't throw in these modern elements like this because you think that's what the audience wants. Because I could tell you right now, people do not like this. People just want to see a fun, bright, colorful fantasy film. They don't want to see this dark, bleak movie that's trying to be like 100 other different action movies. You're just taking everything that's special about Peter Pan and Disney fantasy movies in general, and you're just taking everything that people usually like about it away, and I don't get that. Again, you just keep watching the trailer and you've noticed that they're focusing largely just on Wendy. Like, Peter is hardly in this trailer, and isn't Peter Pan supposed to be about Peter Pan? And again, I think it's because Disney's just on this kick lately where everything has to be that in your face, like, oh, I'm a woman, that means I'm strong and I'm better. Like, it's just very patronizing and annoying. As a woman, I could tell you I'm tired of it. Like, look at this. There's another shot from the trailer, and it's so... Why does Neverland look so dark and depressing like this? It's supposed to be fantasy. A fantasy! Disney, did you forget what a fantasy is? Or what it looks like? Because does not look like a fantasy. And then you get this awful shot where the little girl, Wendy, is facing off against two grown men and beats them with ease. And you're just like, oh, can we stop this, Disney, please? And then why are we doing another weird slow-mo shot as, like, Peter Pan is, like, running to go jump on the ship, and I'm like, this isn't Fast and Furious, this isn't some Marvel movie, this is supposed to be Peter Pan. This is different from those things. Why do you keep trying to homogenize everything? It's crazy. So all of this was to say that I think Disney has a real problem on their hands. These are just 2 movies that are coming out soon. They have a whole bunch of other films that I think are probably going to have similar problems coming out later. But just with Peter Pan and the live-action Little Mermaid, you can see just how far Disney's quality is really dropping, and how it's like they don't even know how to light, how to frame, or how to shoot their movies anymore to make them look magical and fantasy like how they used to. They keep going for these really drab, desaturated color palettes. They get trying to have all these weird girl boss moments and like awkward race swaps that actually kind of no one likes, even the people that they're trying to serve. I just wish they'd go back to focusing on making great, fun, colorful movies again, because that's where Disney shines. That's their bread and butter. It was for decades. I don't know why all of a sudden it's like they've forgotten how to do that. This video was me ranting just because I've seen so much lately that has really like made me scratch my head, like, what is Disney thinking, that I had to make a video combining all my thoughts about what's all going on right now, because it's very weird. Well, what do you guys think? Did you like the Peter Pan and Wendy trailer? Did you like the Little Mermaid teasers and promotional images that we've seen so far? Did you think Sebastian and Flounder were as terrifying as I did? Please let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video. It lets the algorithm know that you enjoyed it and it shares it with more people. Also, subscribe to this channel for more hot takes like this and more reaction videos. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!